Hi, this is Matt from tracyandmatt.co.uk and for unboxings.com. Here I have the Nokia E55, part of the Nokia E-series, one of their newest handsets that's just been released. Before I get underway with the unbox, just like to mention that I am recording today on the Sony FX1000, that's the HDR FX1000 that we're reviewing at the moment, so to give you an idea of the quality of the camcorder that we're using. So let's get underway with the E55. See, the handset is immediately on top, quite small. We'll look at that in a bit more detail in just a few moments. See what else is in the box. We have a charger, which in this case is actually a micro USB style charger. We have a battery. It's actually quite large. It's quite heavy actually. It is a 1500 milliamp hour battery, so quite large and quite weighty. Under here we have a headset. This is a wired headset. It's on one end we have a standard 3.5mm 4-pole jack, which is good because that does suggest that we can use our own headphones rather than just the headset. We have this inline microphone which has a push button, no volume control, and it is a little different to some of the others that we've seen from Nokia recently. And then we actually have the headphones themselves. They don't look too bad, they don't look terrible, seen worse, obviously seen better, but can't really comment on how good they are. Obviously haven't listened to them yet, but they don't look too terrible. We then have a USB to micro USB sync and charge cable for connecting up to your PC or your Mac for downloading and uploading files to and from the handset. We then have an adapter which allows you to use the older style Nokia charger and the other much older style Nokia charger, the two different sizes there, and plug that into the micro USB. Quite useful that that's included because most people have got old Nokia chargers lying around. Then we have the manual, which is quite chunky, quite weighty. It is not printed in colour apart from the blue text. There's no colour pictures or anything like that in there, just colour on the front. Then have thing about navigation and get the most out of your E-series phone, which is printed in colour incidentally, which is useful with colour screen previews and things like that. So having a look at the handset itself, let's bring it across. First of all, on the front we have a 2.4 inch diagonal display, which is actually equal to VGA, that's 240 by 320 pixels. Underneath that we have soft keys, then we have a home, a calendar key, an email key, a back button, your phone keys, so for answering and hanging up your call. Then we have a somewhat different, certainly for Nokia, somewhat different style QWERTY keyboard, similar to that we see on some of the Blackberries, with this 20 key arrangement. So each key having 2 letters assigned to it as well as 1 number. So we do have like a standard sort of numeric style keypad in the centre. Then we have the QWERTY expanded around the outside for quick texting and typing of emails, sort of a compact QWERTY. Next there's a D-pad in the centre also, which does look a little bit different. It's a little bit more attractive than the average D-pad in the design and the sort of printing around the outside there. There is a forward-facing VGA camera which we can use for video conferencing. Around the outside, really nothing to speak of down the left-hand side, aside from the connector for the micro USB socket there, and it's quite well hidden. It's actually black inside and all the connector there is black, so it's quite well hidden, disguised. On the bottom, not really anything to speak of apart from a small hole for the microphone and a couple of eyelets for a lanyard or a phone charm. Up on the right hand side, I have a camera button, up and down volume control type rocker, push button in the centre. Presumably this is part of menu navigation. On the top, the 3.5mm headphone socket is immediately there, and also the power button. On the back, a 3.2 megapixel camera with a flash. No area for making self-portraits, no mirror, but there is a sort of a fairly shiny area around the outside, which you could probably do that if you wanted to. Fairly large loudspeaker, which is good. So we just pop the back open. The back cover itself is metal, which is good, quite robust. SIM card goes in here, and this just pops on like so. Battery filling the whole of that compartment there, as you can see. Just this side we have a space for micro SD card. There is a 2 GB micro SD card supplied, which is good, and that all pops together like so. And that's it, and we just power up. While it's just turning on, quick run down the spec. Dimensions: 116mm from top to bottom, 49mm wide, under 10mm thick. As you can see that it's quite slim. Quite an attractive looking handset actually, not bad at all. And I certainly wouldn't mind carrying it. It's under 100 grams, 98 grams in total. Battery is said to last 480 minutes talk time, and 672 hours on standby, which is quite impressive. Music playback time 18 hours. Display, as I say, is quarter VGA, which is 240 by 320. Let's just skip through setting up. It's telling me that I only have, don't have a SIM card. Let's go down to United Kingdom. My nearest location is London. I'll accept the date and the time. It's close enough. And that's just preparing memory card. This is a quad band handset. You can use it pretty much throughout the world. It has HSDPA and HSUPA support, as well as standard 3G, GPRS and Edge. Camera, as I mentioned, is a 3.2 megapixel camera. You can do video recording. There is a built-in FM radio with RDS support. There is the Nokia Music Store, Nokia Podcast support. Obviously you can play MP3 ringtones. Messaging support, SMS and MMS as expected. Email support is POP3, SMTP, IMAP4 and Microsoft Exchange. Instant messaging we have on here MSN Messenger and Yahoo Messenger, which is also very good. 100 meg of internal memory, which means that you will need to use that built-in, or supplied rather, memory card that comes with the handset. It's asked me to change the phone language. I'm going to skip that and skip all through the setup. And we're now ready. Bluetooth 2 with EDR support, Wi-Fi at 211B and G. There is a built-in GPS chipset, and also comes supplied with Nokia Maps, which is very good also. The connector on the top is actually the Nokia AV connector, so we can output to a video or a TV if we wanted to, with a cable that you do have to purchase at extra cost. And a quick look at the everything on the OS. No, I don't want to. I want to exit that. So we've got a pretty standard looking interface here. Anybody that's seen other Nokia handsets will probably find it quite familiar. We've got a standard menu interface where we've got our messaging, media, email, internet support and so on. We've got the control panel, applications. In applications we've got some games, we've got Traveller, OVI, we've got our GPS right up the top there for navigation and so on, and we've got some more games. We can come back out of there. We've got a standard control panel where we've got the settings, 3D ringtones. Connectivity can be changed in here, so we've got a wireless LAN wizard, connection manager, USB and Bluetooth. Oops, and go back, and we've got email support. We've got Office document support as well, so we can view Word and Excel documents on the handset. All quite good. So if we come back out of there, we can go to voicemail. We can obviously set up this screen as we see fit. On the front there, we do have the maps, which I'll just load up. There you go, and it's telling me it's the first time we use maps, so we'll just cancel out that and accept those terms. And there we go. That's, as I say, the first time we use the maps, and it's dropped straight in, and it's just waiting to find a GPS signal. We'll exit out of there for now. So that's a very quick tour of the Nokia E55 E-series handset. We'll have a full review for you over the next couple of weeks on tracyandmac.co.uk. And if you are a fan of unboxing videos, check out the others that we have on unboxings.com. And please come and check out our new forums on tracyandmatt.co.uk, and there's some interesting discussions going on there, so hope to see you on tracyandmatt.co.uk soon.